Assalamu alaikum students. I hope everybody is doing well. So in previous videos we have discussed about the summary we have done with the question answers. So in this video we are going to complete the exercise of unit number 8. So let's just begin with the exercise. On page number 83 we have this part B. Some statements are directly supported by the poem. Some are inferences based on evidences from the text, while some are not supported by any evidence. Put a tick in the right column. Number 1, we have some statements are directly supported, which means some statements are directly said by the poet. And the second one is based on evidences. And third one, these are those statements which are not supported by any evidence, which means these statements are not correct about the poem. Number 1, we have it is a cold and dark winter. This one is directly supported by the poem, which means that is directly said by the poet. Number 2, we have the speaker knows the owner of the woods. From some inferences, from some evidences, he got to know that he knows about the owner of the wood. So we are going to put over there. On page number 84, we have the speaker feels guilty about stopping in the woods. So this is statement not supported by any evidence, which means this statement has not been said in the poem. Then we have the speaker thinks about his commitments and restarts his journey. This statement is directly supported because in the last stanza the poet says, "Miles to go before I sleep." And then we have the speaker is tired and wants to rest. So that from some evidences we got to know that he is tired and he wants to take some rest. Then second last we have the horse feels strange to stop unexpectedly. Yes, directly from the poem we got to know that this thing. So here we are going to put tick. Last one we have the speaker appreciates the beauty of nature. So that is directly supported by the poem. Now we have vocabulary portion, and in vocabulary portion first of all we have alliteration. Alliteration is the repetition of same consonant sounds. For example, my mother made marmalade. So in this murmur sound is called as alliteration. So let's look at these examples. Whose woods, this W and W sound. His house, H and H sound. See me stopping, this S sound is the perfect example of alliteration. Then we have imagery. Imagery is basically a device that writers use to help paint an image in their reader's mind. For example, in the fourth stanza, as if we have read, the woods are lovely, dark and deep. So that is an example of imagery as well. Imagery basically helps us to see the scene in our imagination, which I think everybody likes. And the technique of imagery that basically lies on the description of 5 senses that we have: visual, auditory, smell, taste, touch. In visual, imagery is used to help you see a scene in your mind, whatever that may be. And in auditory, that is a vivid image that is being created with lovely adjectives to provide the better picture. So that's how we can define imagery. Or in other words, you may say that imagery is basically पढ़ने वालों के जहन में उस चीज़ के बारे में नक्श बनाने के लिए इस्तेमाल होने वाली डिवाइस को हम इमेजरी का नाम देते हैं. Underline the words and phrases that depict clear imagery in the poem. We have done this question. Identify alliterations and metaphors in the poem. We have also done this question as well. Now number C part we have, here are some words opposite in meaning, match the column. For example, they have given us column A and column B. So we would have to find out the opposite of village, that is city, stopping, moving, snow, water, frozen, melt, darkest, brightest, sound, silence, downy, hard, deep, shallow. Now we have circle the correct options. The poem is suggestive of profound thoughts about dash. Options are a scene of woods in winter, reality of life and death, and C we have a song of enjoyment. And the right answer is B option, reality of life and death. MCQ number 2 we have the poem presents a conflict between dash. The options are the poet and his friend, the obligations of life and desire to escape from them. Number C, the poet and forces of nature. So the answer is B, the obligations of life and desire to escape from them. MCQ number 3 we have after reading the poem we dash. Options are feel fed up of life. Number B, wish to sleep for a long time. Number C, get ready to face the challenges of life. So answer C is the right answer. Get ready to face the challenges of life. 4 we have the poem conveys to us only dash. Options are A, a surface meaning, B, a profound thought, number C, no meaning at all. So option B is the right answer, a profound thought. Last we have dark woods symbolize dash. Options are darkness spread around the poet. Number B, death and departure to another world. Number C, darkness in the mind of a poet. So option B is the right answer, death and departure to another world. Here we have grammar portion, adjective phrase. Before discussing about adjective phrase, let's just discuss about adjective. Adjective tells the quality of noun or pronoun in the sentence, or you may say that modifies a noun. So adjective phrase also work of an adjective. In adjective we use one word and adjective phrase contains more than two words. Let's read this definition. An adjective phrase is a group of words that does the work of an adjective, as if I have explained before that it works as an adjective. So examples are I like to see a smiling face. Here smiling is an adjective. I like to see a face with a smile on it. This with a smile is an adjective phrase. Then we have adverb phrase. Before discussing about adverb phrase, let's discuss about adverb. So adverb, which means that adds meaning into verb. So as the adverb phrase is going to work as an adverb. An adverb phrase is a group of words that does the work of an adverb, which means that this adverb phrase is also going to modify the verb. Examples are Ali ran quickly. Here quickly is an adverb. Ali ran at a great speed, which is adverb phrase. So here we have an exercise. Replace each of the following underlined adjective phrases by an adjective. So they have underlined the adjective phrases. We would have to replace them with an adjective. So let's just begin. Number 1 we have he wore a turban made of silk. So I have changed this made of silk into silky. I have changed adjective phrase into adjective. He wore a silky turban. Number 2 we have he is a man without a friend. As if we have to replace this phrase into adjective, so I have done it. He is friendless man. This without a friend and friendless are having same meaning. Number 3 we have nobody likes a person with bad temper. So I have changed with bad temper into a bad tempered person. Nobody likes a bad tempered person. Then number 4 we have it is of no use. So I have changed it into it is useless. It is of no use. It is useless. Last we have he is a man of sense. That I am going to change it into he is a sensible man. Now part B we have replace each of the following underlined adverbs by an adverb phrase. So here in previous part we have done the adjective phrase, that we have changed adjective phrase into adjective. In this part we are going to replace adverb with adverb phrase. Number 1 we have the pigeon flies swiftly. Swiftly means fast. the pigeon flies with great speed. Number 2 we have he built his house there. There we are going to replace with an adverb phrase. He built his house at this place. Now number 3 we have he tried hard. So I have changed this hard with all his might. He tried with all his might. Number 4 we have he spoke eloquently. I have changed eloquently into with eloquence. He spoke with eloquence. Number 5 we have did Sarah behave well? So I have changed it into did Sarah behave in a good manner? These are the answers that I have written with equivalents. You may write down your own answers as well. So part C we have make 3 sentences using adjective phrases and 3 sentences using adverb phrases. So dear students, that is going to be your homework. I hope that you have learned it well. For